Hey there, I just realized I made a mistake in uploading this video. Apparently the file I selected was the wrong one, so it didn't actually have the whole video. So this is going to be a re-upload of sorts. Please enjoy. Thank you, and I apologize.
Hey there! It is another chilly and lovely evening in Kohima, Nagaland. I've been here for a few days, haven't really been filming much. I came here before. I would say typically it's nice and quiet, but you got this guy. Yeah, he wants to say hello, but he's also deafening me. You see, you come to Kohima to avoid the honking, but as soon as you pull out a camera, people want to say hi. I'm gonna go up for a walk to the cathedral here. Just want to get a close-up look at it. It's a really cool looking building. It's definitely a tourist zone, this one here. In the distance, it really is quite unique amongst cathedrals. I mean, I haven't really seen anything else like it outside of, well, this one here. About a 45-minute walk there. Wow, look at this construction here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like they're doing 4 or 5 stories. 6. Could keep going. It could just keep going up as much as they want, I guess. These massive, massive columns going into the foundation. That looks like a hard job, but these guys are smart to do it this time of year. If they're quick, they won't have to do it in the damn summer. And once you start working, it heats up real fast. So, I know I'm late to the party here. I've been listening to Becoming Brigitte by Candace Owens, about the French First Lady. That is quite an addicting program she's got going on there. There's a lot of creepy people in charge of governments and all this stuff, and nobody is safe. Everyone in charge is narcissist. Regular people don't get involved with politics. I've been saying this for years. Only psychopaths and narcissistic people get involved in politics. These ones are no different. You have some art pieces scattered throughout of various tribes of Nagaland. And I need to figure out where I'm going. This guy must be cold. Walking around in the dhoti and tank top, but who knows? Wait, gotta go this way. Yeah, I'm going this way. Let's not get smushed along the way. Yeah. Traffic police, very active here in Kohima. There's a lot of twists and turns in this town. And aggressive driving is the name of the game here in India. The ride to Kohima from Dimapur was harrowing, to say the least. My driver just had a death wish. He doesn't care if he's going to kill a family and small children or other people on the road. He's just trying to get there as fast as possible, and it doesn't matter who he kills along the way. And it seems like every driver on the road between Kohima and Dimapur, and basically every other city in India, is exactly like that. They're definitely in for an exciting day as soon as you hop onto any roadway in this country. It looks close, but it's not. Yeah, this way. At nighttime, the lights turn on and it looks really pretty. A lot of the cathedrals here have red lighting on the roof, and people are gearing up for Christmas, and it's starting to look really pretty. Oh, wow, look at this. I have a piece here painted on the side. and we have a traditional Indian ceremony where you burn your garbage and then it poisons all your neighbors and everybody gets to die early. That's usually what that is. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's burning something else. That's usually what they're burning. All these staircases look really, really cool. Okay. Right turn here. Go up. More up. Always up. Uphill both ways. Every day, all day. Here in Kohima. When your parents told you, I used to walk 15 miles in the snow uphill both ways to school. Well, if they grew up here, they're not lying. Capitol Cultural Hall here. They have a little cafe in there. All right. Good question. Why has the nation of India developed a society where taking a shit inside is an afterthought? You know, you would think that pooping or going pee is something that, since everybody does it, it should be a major concern when building a city, a town, an office, a strip mall, and access to public facilities should also be of high priority. But no matter where you go in this country, finding a decent place to make a BM is quite difficult. And as a man, I can kind of pee wherever I want. Not that I want to do public urination in a strange country or a foreign country. It is strange, but it's more foreign than strange, right? I am indeed a foreigner, obviously. I see a lot of people doing public urination, but I've been blasted with the diabolical smell of the local pee spot on various streets.
Sir,
hello.
What's your YouTube channel name? What's your YouTube channel name?
My YouTube channel is this right here. If you type in @White Lotus Chris, you can find me. Okay? If you can remember that, I'm there. Thanks, guys. Have a nice day. Yeah, I've been blasted with that stench so many times that I don't really want to contribute to it. If I can find a nice bush, okay. But if you're a lady, what the fuck, man? Like, public urination is quite difficult for them. Much better if there were toilets. And, I don't know, it just seems to me like this is one of the strangest things about this country. And also it seems that it's an easy fix. Well, nobody does it. And on the occasion when they do make a public restroom, it is like diabolically bad. Like, going in there is worse than going outside. Often, like, sometimes you go into these public restrooms and this isn't like, oh, some rural mountain road where nobody lives and there's just like the one I showed on my way here. That's fucking, who cares? That's more just a place to pee in a curtain. You know what I mean? That's not like inside a major capital city like Kohima and Delhi and Hyderabad and Kolkata and any city you can name. What's going on with that, guys? Like, when you go to your city council meeting, no one ever raises their hands and goes, hey, I'd like to poop somewhere inside that isn't, you know, horrible. I don't know, guys. I just thought I'd mention that. I'll do a full video on things that make traveling here frustrating. And if it's frustrating for me, then it's frustrating for the people who live here. Biting your lip and sucking it up is great, but how long are you supposed to do that before you start lighting shit on fire? I mean, really. I'll tell you what, if they took all the public toilets out of Los Angeles or Washington, D.C., you better believe there would be a riot. You better fucking believe it. In fact, it's mandated that if you have a business in my country, that you have a toilet. Especially a restaurant. Like, you can't just have a cell phone store and no toilet for your employees. You cannot have a restaurant and have no toilet for your customers and your employees. It's not allowed. That puts you out of business. Okay. Anyway, other than that, gotta make sure that I'm going in the right direction. There's a lot of forks in the road, and if you pick the wrong one, you're on for a 20-minute uphill detour. No thank you. Alright, man, I'm still quite far away. It's a 25-minute walk from where I'm at. The sun is already going down. Pots and pans, look at these big all biryani pots. So you can make the big boy. Everyone's setting up for Christmas. They got lights and toys. This town is about to start looking real pretty if everybody puts up their Christmas lights. I need a water bottle. It's thirsty work walking around this town. Yes, it is. There we go. Oh. Watch your step. That's not a water bottle. You have a pani bottle? Ah, right here. Small one, please. Great, thank you. Appreciate it. Let me get him his money. It's always 10 these guys. Here, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. That is one of the greatest parts about India. MRP. That ensures that 99.9% of things you buy are not a scam. You're almost always going to get a fixed price on these kind of things, unless you're like way up in a rural spot where they have to pay a lot of money to get the products to them. Like, say there's some temple that you can only get to by hiking up, you know, a big hill and then a bunch of stairs, and there's no road. Well, somebody's got to carry all that water and chips and snacks and food that last leg of the journey, and they pay the porter fee by basically charging 2 or 5 extra rupees for a bottle of water. And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't carry anything on my head up a mountain for 200 rupees, but some of these guys are doing it every day, and they definitely deserve to make a little bit of extra money when doing that. Yeah, so it's good. I know a lot of people have this image of India about like scams and thievery and all that stuff, but I find that to be totally untrue outside of the occasional taxi driver, airports, train stations, and only if you're foreign. If you're local, you're never gonna get these scammy offers, right? And the call centers that not only scam Americans and British people and other English-speaking countries, but also local Indians. Them scamming each other is on the rise because there's a lot of money here. There's a lot of people with a lot of money in India, and they know that elderly people, no matter where you're from, are easy to take advantage of. So they call my mother, they call yours. It doesn't matter. They're just trying to make a buck, and they're real shitty. assholes for doing it. But it's the vast minority, you know. Not everybody can work at a Microsoft call center, right? And not everybody wants to. Locals fucking hate those people, right? They give them a bad reputation. They make the whole country look bad, right? They've made their country, this country, synonymous with scams. Nobody wants their country to have that reputation. But there's so much corruption that all that it takes to not have your call center employees go to jail is a small bribe to the local police, and then it all goes away. And no, they always will turn the other way for a small piece. And that's at every level. There's a lot of big deal corruption in America. It's almost exclusively big deal corruption. But in places like India and the Philippines and Thailand and Pakistan and basically anywhere not America, England, France, small deal corruption is still very much alive. If you have a little bit of money, you can get a lot of benefits from greasing a few palms. It's like the olden days in New York City, right? Everybody could grease a cop. Now, you try to do that, they beat the fuck out of you and throw you in jail for bribery. And they probably still steal your money, but you know, most people aren't allowed to get in on the corruption in my country. Now, anybody in India can get in on the corruption, but you need to have a little bit to begin with. Look, we have a cherry blossom, a sakura tree. Okay, I gotta go up. Always going up. Always up, huh? Alright. There we go. Let's get my cardio in. Holy shit. Oh. Oh, look at that. I like that house. All right. There it is. Made it pretty close. I take a rest and then decide if I'm going to give up or not. Got a long walk back. I guess it's close enough. It is closed now. It's too late to go inside. But certainly was an interesting walk. All right.